Yo, yo, what is up, everybody? Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Style Podcast coming at you with another edition of the Unscripted Sportscast. For some reason, I guess it's going to be exclusively on YouTube today because I must not click the link on X. Shoot. All right, well, it is what it is. YouTube today only. I didn't do Rumble, but anyway, let's get buck wild here. Let's talk some basketball, baby. The New York Knicks headed to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years. I was able to witness the last two runs. I've been a Knicks fan since the early 90s, all right, when I started watching basketball when I grew up in New York. I wasn't born in New York, but I grew up in New York. And it's crazy, man. Such an unlikely New York run. This is a little different. This is not the same type of New York Knicks run that we are adopted to as New York Knicks fans, which is a slow, grueling, like torture type of games. You know what I'm saying? Torture type of games. That's kind of like the New York Knicks that we're accustomed to. The 90s, the grind out game with Patrick Ewing, you know what I'm saying? Getting our asses kicked by the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Even losing to the Houston Rockets when Michael Jordan was finally gone. That's kind of where we're at. But this New York team that has made the finals this year has been an explosive offensive juggernaut, having the probably the greatest 11-game winning streak in the playoffs regular season and winning by the widest margins. So blowing people out the most. It's different. It's different than watching this from back in the day. So it's a little weird seeing the Knicks with so much offense. But it's today's NBA, and it was about time. Jalen Brunson is legit, man. And look, for all the haters out there that are saying, well, you know what? The East is weak. Cakewalk, whatever. Boston was hurt most of the year. So you guys, are going to get your run, but you're not beating the Spurs or the Oklahoma City Thunder. Guess what? Let the the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder cannibalize each other. Let them kick each other's ass. We're doing the same thing we did in the last series. We're going to rest an extra 3 to 4 days. Let OG heal up. All right. Keep healing up. Let Jalen Brunson rest. And we're going to kick some ass. That's just the bottom line. Let us do that. Forget about everything else. Don't worry about the Knicks. Don't worry about it. We are actually going to do our game. Oh, sorry. Just trying to see if I can send this link real quick. The Knicks got to play their game. We dominated. That's all good. I get it. We're nominating. Let me send this over to X real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm sharing the link up there because for some reason it's not popping up on X. So everything is going wrong here today. I'm saying share. Come on. There you go. Live. Boom. Sorry, guys. And let the haters hate. Honestly, we match up better against OKC than we do the Spurs. Enjoy the flopping. Enjoy the hard fouls because they're really fouling each other hard, the Thunder and the Spurs. Let them cannibalize each other, but the Knicks stay laying in the weeds while we just pop it up and we do our thing. Keep sleeping on the Knicks. This is the first time that the Knicks are actually not the villain. They're actually the underdog story who are actually loved. They're actually loved, all right, by us. Fifth team in NBA history with 11 consecutive games in a single postseason, joining the 2017 Warriors, 2001 Lakers, 99 Spurs, and 1989 Lakers. By the way, we lost to the Spurs in 99. And basketball is so much better when the finals are held in the Mecca. Knicks haven't made the finals in 27 years, yet they will hold the largest gate price for a ticket. Lowest price to get into the Mecca, into MSG, all right, for Game 3 is $3,563. Game 4, $3,592. If there's a Game 6, $5,000. These are the current prices to go see a finals basketball game. Higher than the lowest gate in price for the Super Bowl, which are $34.64. What does that tell you? MSG is the mecca of basketball, regardless of the Knicks haven't been around for a while and in terms of making it to the finals or even making it to the playoffs often. People watch when New York, one of the Blue Bloods, who haven't won since '73, are relevant. More than OKC, more than the Spurs. Let's keep it gangster, bro. Let's keep it real. It is what it is. When the Knicks are winning, the NBA is better for it. Especially after years of not being this relevant. Yeah. I mean, look at this. Look at the ticket prices. Again, the mecca of basketball is MSG. And when it is in the spotlight, it rises to the top, baby. It shines. And it's shining in ticket prices. There's no other team, another market that can do what the Knicks can when they're winning. It is what it is. Stop hating, bro. Stop congratulating and get into the role, baby. And everybody who don't want the Knicks, they're saying they're paper champs. They're saying they're paper champs, baby. But you know what? Here's what's crazy, bro. In 1999, Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's dad, was like a third string point guard, and they made it to the finals. I remember this, watching this. Brunson was like, I think it was behind Charlie Ward or something like that. And Rick Brunson was nowhere near the caliber of player that his son is, right? The MVP of the finals, Jalen Brunson. His dad, Rick, is watching his kid go into the final and being handed the MVP. Jalen Brunson was handed the MVP trophy from Patrick Ewing. All the Knicks great when in Cleveland. The fans took over again, just like they did in Philly. Again, no greater fans in the world than the Knicks fans. They're also very annoying and stupid, and I'm going to hit that later. But it's unbelievable. You had Patrick Ewing, who would have Jalen Brunson have sleepovers at his house and go with him on trips because Rick and Pat were boys, to 27 years later handing him the MVP trophy for the most valuable player in the Eastern Conference Finals. Life is crazy, bro. Life is full of twists and turns. Life is good, though, man. I hope we get one this year. Patrick, and I hope they give Patrick Ewing, to me, the greatest Knick of all time, honorary ring. I got honorary ring, bro. He deserves an honorary ring. Patrick gave his heart and soul. Patrick Ewing gave his heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears for that team. It was not because of a lack of Patrick trying that they didn't win an NBA. It was because you had two players, right? The best in the world, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, just being that nuisance. And then the 1 year he left, Hakeem Olajuwon decided to put the Michael Jordan cape and be the best player at this position and the best player in the NBA. But it wasn't from a lack of trying from Patrick Ewing. That man left everything on the court for the Knicks. I hope they give him a ring. I hope so, man. He, just for pure reference, he deserves one. Know what I mean? But yeah, it's crazy. His pops played in 99, and now his son is taking his team to the finals. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool, right? Pretty cool. Here's another analogy here. Same class. Luka and Jalen were drafted. Jalen was a pretty good backup point guard. I thought Jalen was getting a really good backup point guard. I wasn't happy when we first signed him, and I've apologized, and I've taken those words back over and over again. All right, I was wrong. I admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong about Jalen Brunson. But we got to win it this year because there's not a lot of miles left on Jalen Brunson playing this style of game with a type of guard that he is, the height. You know what I'm saying? They don't last that long, but Jalen has been unbelievable. But at one point, these two were in the same squad. No longer in the same squad. Talk about fumbling the bag. I think based on what's happened in the last couple of years, the Mavericks got to be the team that has fumbled the bag the worst in league's history. He was pretty good at Dallas, man. When he came off the bench, man, he gave a spark. I think if they would have figured it out, Jalen starting at the point put Luka at the small forward or the 2 guard, they could have made something happen with the right coach. But we may never see this again unless Luka comes to New York or Jalen goes to LA. Come on, haters. Keep hating, dog. Stop hating. And I'm going to fair warn everybody, man. Knicks fans are very passionate, but we're also very obnoxious. And when we win, things get real. Example 1.
There's no fucking Knicks! Piss on that fucking jersey! Who the fuck wants to go to Ohio? LeBron to my dick!
Look at the Knicks going to the finals. It's like Jesus returning. We smoking on the pad.
Bounce up! Bounce up! They're fucking butt!
This shit looking like New Year's.
Hey, yo!
I ain't get a flag up there.
Tell James Harden, Mom, I'm coming for dinner, nigga! Fuck James Harden! Fuck them strip club! Get the fuck off the strip club, nigga!
Donovan Mitchell, we not delivering to your house no more, nigga.
Next the finals! Jalen Brunson, it's the fucking goal!
I don't speak no French, Wembenyama.
You gonna send that nigga back to France?
Word, word.
Knicks in fucking 4, baby! Smoking all that fucking Cleveland back! If we win the finals, we burning the city down!
That's the thing. They will be burning the city down if they win the finals. Unfortunately, that's the problem with New York fanatics, bro. They are a little wild. They are a little wild. The fact that you had this kid over here cursing, look at this. Come on. Yeah, if I get 14-year-old or 12-year-old just cursing his ass off. But that's New York for you, man. Craziest. I don't speak no French, Victor Wembanyama. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. Oh, know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, man. I just did not have that on there. My bad.
Wembenyama. You gonna send that nigga back to France?
Word, word.
Get your fucking goal!
I don't speak no French, Wembenyama.
You gonna send that nigga back to France?
Word, word.
Get your fucking 4, baby! Smoking all that fucking Cleveland back! If we win the finals, we burning the city down!
They had so much security outside of MSG after game 4. Probably one of the few things that Mandami has done right in his short tenure of disastrous beginning mayor career, mayor term. But he had a lot of security, man, just making sure the city did not get burned down. I don't know if there's enough cops in New York City, which a lot of them have left, to hold people down if this team wins the NBA championship. If they sweep whoever they face next, OKC or the Spurs, highly unlikely. Game 4 in New York is going to be crazy. But yeah, this is nuts. New York fans will burn the city down. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, a little bit of news here. Let me see here. As you all know, yesterday, brother, we Mr. Share this tab instead. Josh Jacobs, after a complaint on May 23 and investigation, the Packers running back Josh Jacobs was arrested. All right. And booked into Brown County Jail. 5 charges: battery, domestic abuse, criminal damage to property, domestic abuse, disorderly conduct, domestic abuse, and strangulation and suffocation of a victim, which is his big time model, Ash Cash. I think that's who she is. That's not good. But the only reason I'm bringing this up also is because it was kept really quiet. Haven't seen a lot of buzz from your typical media. You know, there was a lot of energy with that Jaxon dart over the weekend. And remember what I said? If it wasn't Donald Trump, he was announcing we would have this conversation. Well, here's a guy who has been charged with domestic abuse. Doesn't matter who the girl is, wife or not. I mean, you don't put your hands on a woman. I don't give a shit who you are, regardless of what story he's talking about. But this was kept a little quiet. Where's Jamel Hill? I'm actually researching now to see if Emmanuel Acho or Jamel Hill, the people who were so high and mighty over the weekend, if they reported on this or kind of called it what it was. Not trying to make this political, but this is the kind of imbalance of what pick and choose is. And unfortunately, it's pretty bad. Now, Jacobs was released from jail today, and he's back home. His team put out a statement. Please, give privacy to Josh Jacobs, while they figure this out. It really doesn't look good. I don't care what happened. You just do not put your hands on a woman. So supposedly I don't know how good of a video this is, but she got very emotional talking. I mean, Ash Cash got very emotional talking about it, that this ain't the first time he's done this and why they may hit women. So I just found this right here. I don't know how much the validity of this video is, but this dropped earlier today. Got about 60,000 views. Not sure how this is a valid video. Here we go. Let me see over here. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me share this instead.
Play him or nothing. All I said was, I don't want to do business with you, or I don't like talking to people. It's hard to bring people into your life. They're liars. They bamboozle you. Like, they do all type of weird shit, and people don't have pure intentions. Start blocking certain words. I don't know how to block certain words. I don't know how to do anything. I'm gonna go Google it.
Waste of time. Clickbait, damn it. Clickbait. And talking about our girl. Hold on a second. Let me get back up. Talking about our girl. Shoot, man. Talking about Jamel Hill. Of course, she fired up today, a little while ago. She goes, will some of y'all stop pretending you care about domestic violence? You're upset that I criticized Jaxon Dart, and here's your weak-ass little gotcha. Meanwhile, when I was speaking out about what happened to Rickea Jackson, James Pierce, none of y'all clowns were anywhere to be found. I had a pretty consistent and lengthy track record when it comes to my opinions on players who commit domestic abuse. No, I am not going to speak on every single incident that happens because I always feel the need, and I have a very right to do that. Yeah, of course. Unfortunately, it's not a topic that will clickbait Jamel Hill. So, anyway, that's all I got today, man. Second screen is not working. I don't know what the hell happened when I was clicking here. My usually I get a lot of views from X, and I did not post it on X today. I apologize. I'm definitely going to post it as soon as I am done with this. I'm going to go ahead and download it and post it on YouTube. That's how we get down. All right, brother. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching. This is your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk podcast, coming at you with another edition of the Unscripted Sportscast. We'll see you next week. Check out the Cigars and Sports Impromptu. We have some technical difficulties at the end, but we covered the Jaxon Dart deal on Saturday. We gave you live straight. Me and Jim got on impromptu episode, 45 minutes, unlike a shorter version of Cigars and Sports, but we give you a little content. So check it out last week on Saturday, my YouTube channel, Twitch, and Rumble. All right, guys. We will see you next time, y'all. Peace. Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk podcast. Signing out, y'all. Take